Hey guys, and welcome to another new DLC review on the Modern Classics. This DLC is by MattXJS, and I will come straight off the hop and say two things. One, I was not sent this by Giants, so this is my own opinions, and my own opinions only. No affiliation to Giants on this one. I bought it with my own money, and it is currently PC only. I've got a hunch that they may try and get it on consoles later down the line, but right now it's PC only. So let's just jump into it and check out this amazing pack. So we have three tractors, one telehandler as you can see, one combine. Their tractors are the Case IH Maxim 5150. Then we have the JCB Fastrac 150, the Massey Ferguson 390T. Then we have the telehandler, which you see off to the left, which is the 525-67. And then we have the New Holland TX 34 with a header trailer and, of course, header. And then we have as implements, we have the Amazon D830 Special, which is the Cedar, down below. We have the Lincoln, I have no idea how you pronounce it, the Cultivator, the 8260, and then we have the Converland EG85 reversible plow. I think it's the same, similar one that we've got in game, but this is reversible. And then at the back, the blue trailer, I just looked at the name of it. Matt told me, but it's a unbranded lizard. It's a Lizard TA18. Model will be accurate, but obviously it's a Lizard, so I'm not really going to cover too much about it. It's a Lizard. So let's switch on the HUD, and I think one of the tractors a lot of people will be interested in. These two. No, it's not a tractor, but the telehandler. I'm going to clarify something. This is not Peter J's. All of this is MattXJS. So let's start unpacking this mess up we've got here. So I'll zoom out of the FFV. Let's check out the class. The 5150 won't need any light because, well, floodlights. So you could get several different configs of this. Yeah, I got to admit, the detail on it. The detail on all of these, I've had a quick look around, nothing crazy. This is really my first look, other than setting it up. Spool valves there. I think all of these are roughly from the 90s and 80s era stuff as well. And correct me if I'm wrong, to be completely honest, I don't know a whole lot about them. And the cab. And the quality is fantastic. To be expected. It is typical from Matt. Yeah, that clock. And you got startup sound there. Some of these are the default startup noises and sounds, some of them aren't. Beacon, all the lights, put the hazards on like you usually do. There we go. Nothing shows up in here. It being PC only, there are no scripts. I did ask Matt that. I was talking to him briefly while getting set up. So we'll back this out of here, and hopefully that Lizard trailer won't cause us any issues when we do this. If it does, we'll quickly go over that and get rid of it. Yep. Alright, the Lizard trailer. Pretty darn big piece of kit. Very nicely modelled, as you'd expect. And not really much to say about it. So what we'll do is quickly go into the store, go to Tippers, go down and find it. So here it is. Modern Classic costs 21,500, and it holds 30,000 litres. We're happy. We've seen it. And the config options on it are the fact you can change the colours to customize the whole spectrum. Actually, that's kind of neat. of different colours. Okay, we've seen it. I wasn't going to cover that one too much. Alright, now to the case here again. So various different options. You can go front attacher, front weight, front hydraulic. We'll put the front light on. Front loaders, stock in game giant stuff. Now this is where it gets interesting. Engine setup. We've got different colour schemes. Black, silver. Of course, we've got wheel options, wide tyres, narrow tyres, twins, twin wheels all round. So we'll put the wides on and go black on the colour scheme there. Actually, it looks pretty damn beastie like that. Not gonna lie. Very nice indeed, all blacked out. So then if we go to this one and go 50th edition not black, you'll see it will put a colourful stripe going down it. 50,000 tractors presumably. I truly have no idea. And this is what the front way looks like. Interesting. Interesting setup. And you can do that in red, which I'm not going to show you because you've already seen that, but what we will do is go to the Pro version. And I truly have no idea what spec up that had. Maybe it was a bit more electronics inside the cab. I don't know. I don't know if anything's changed in here. It's kind of hard to say, actually. Has it? I'm not sure. And finally, Pro Black. And then Veer 2. Not sure what that is. But again, you can see the side there and it in red. Any of you that are fan of cases will be able to tell me for sure what those are. And they're all the same engine horsepower. And then Pro Black, and then back to your default. And you can change your rims to silver or the black outline that they were. And then I'll put the front loader on there just so you guys can see that. So that's them straight up silver. Pretty smart. And then the front loader attachment. Alrighty. So we will move this. You guys can hear what it sounds like at the same time. Definitely sounds pretty nice. And they're all the tractors are around a similar horsepower rating as well. So we'll actually go into the store and cover that. I will do it slightly I'll do it individually. So there we are, the maximum. It's 150. Jeez, my bad. I was gonna say 150 horsepower. No, 132 horsepower. Holds 170 liters of fuel. Does 24 miles an hour and is 55,840. So we've seen that. Now on to, I think, what a lot of people are excited for, as what I'm personally really excited for, and that's this bad boy here. Fastrac 150 Turbo. One of the classic Fastracs. So glad to have that in the game. I really am. So, the cab, I was taken back when I saw this, actually. I'm not going to lie, I was like, really? Did the cab actually look like this? Very spacious for the day, though, isn't it? You got to admit, it's very, well, open. It's huge. That steering wheel, though. I saw that right away, and I thought, I recognise that off of a car. I can't remember what car had that steering wheel, but I know a car had it, and I think my dad had one of them at one point. I'm not 100%. So you got the gear levers there. It was a manual gearbox by the looks of it. So you got your gear shifter, 6 speeds, I think, looking at that. Or maybe it was just, yeah, 6 speed by the looks of it. And then you got your ranges. Don't see a reverse there, though. Spool valves, different electronic piles there. But pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. Got your clock up there, wouldn't it? Does the clock actually work? No. Alright, we'll start this up. Now I think the startup sounds are real, off of the real machinery. I don't know if the when they start going and the load sounds are real. Now this has some interesting options in it. So we'll park it up here. And we'll shut it down and do a proper walk around before I forget. So you got some interesting stuff on the side there. This was probably one of the first first tractors to have air brakes. Maybe. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. So you got all the air tanks there. I'm not too sure what the top two are, but the sort of creamy coloured ones. Diesel tank. As I will be showing you, and I asked Matt if there's any specific points to show off in the DLC. He said this front axle's got kind of a neat animation, so to show that off, and coil sprung suspension on there, which is pretty cool. You can definitely tell that's high polys right there. Looks nice. Going back to the solid rear axle, which I don't think sprung on this version of them, but they are now, I believe. It's a very nice model. I'll be using this a butt ton. I really, really will be. And again, the interior. Very nice. So, we'll go to the config options. Engine setup. The different speed gearboxes in them. 40 kilometers an hour, so that would be what, 25 miles an hour, give or take. 55 kilometers, so maybe around 35 miles an hour, 34 miles an hour, give or take. 65, 40-ish. I'm just estimating here. I really don't know kilometers that well, even though I go to Canada so often. 75 is, I think that was around 45 we could get up to in the end on that. Oh, actually, we've got a good way of checking. Customize, yes. Okay, it doesn't show it down the bottom. I thought it did. Never mind, customize. And we have wheel options here. So we've got the standard right now, white tires. I've not actually seen what these look like with the white tires. It's probably what I'll personally go with. Okay, nope. That changes up the hubs and rim options by the looks of that. To standard Giants ones. Just confirm that. Yeah, it totally does. I think even those ones are standard actually. Giants ones. And we can go twin rear wheels or twins all round. So we'll just do the twins all round so you guys can get a hint of what it looks like. Pretty cool. And I believe that is our options. So not, oh, narrow tires. This is going to look hilarious. Narrow tires. Actually, it doesn't look too bad. And that is our lot for options on the Fastrac. So without further ado, let's jump in it and take a quick speed run. This is the only tractor I'm going to do this with because, well, it's the fastest one out of the lot. So we'll bump our cruise up and it can go 48 miles an hour with the 75 gear ratios in. So what we'll do is we'll take a quick trip down to the end of the row and I'll hopefully be able to show off the axle pivoting and whatnot. Actually, I'll be able to possibly do that here. There it is. So you can see how it's compressed there and gone down, and the spring there is sort of unloaded quite a bit. Pretty neat. It's something that Matt said worthwhile showing off, so here we are. Turner circle. Titanic comes to mind. It's definitely a classic though, such an iconic tractor here. I would love to see Giants add some proper classics into the next game. The whatever is on the right hand side of the dash there, that LCD panel, looks like there's something going on in there, but not being lit up for whatever reason, which is a shame. Alrighty, so we've covered this one a bit more in depth because it, well, had a bit more to show to me. That's the shutdown noise. So we'll go over the store of that and start hustling along here. Come on, where are you? There we are. So the Fastrac 150, 65,230. It's 168 horsepower, holds 280 litres, upwards of 40 miles an hour, let's just say. 300 a day. And well, you guys have seen the configs. Now on to the Massey Ferguson. Again, this is not Peter J's Massey Ferguson. emphasis on that. And dang, the detail on this is amazing. It really is. So you can see all the engine block there, the detail on it, how big the front end is, and all of that stuff. I'm not going to get into whether scaling's right and whatever. I know after the fact there's going to be a lot of people comparing this and P2J's. I'm not going to directly do it. Straight away jumping into it, I can see a lot of differences. I'm just going to say that. Interior. Again, beautifully modelled. Switches up there and everything like that. Again, we recognise a lot of this stuff. Alright, we'll start this up because this does have custom noises. Startup sounds for sure. Yeah. I wouldn't mind getting hold of those startup sounds. They're nice, aren't they? Very nice indeed. I quite like that. Alright, we can put front loader on there, and the wheel setup we can go wide tyres, narrow tyres. We'll just put the wide tyres on and see what happens. Keep the same rims, they go slightly wider. There's your front loader attachments there. Again, obviously this is going to be the stock in game stuff. And we go narrow tyres, see what that looks like. Oh, is that the narrows? They're not very narrow. Potatoes. They may be custom tyres. Or somewhat custom, I'm not sure. They would have. Oh, they would have been off the American tractors, I bet. Well, there you go. Again, custom rims and custom hubs. I like seeing that. I do like seeing that when they keep that stuff. Okay, let's just put the standards back on. And we'll throw this. We'll put the hazards on so you guys can see that. All the working lights. Start it up, beacon. Didn't mean to do that. Switch that off. And we'll throw that over here. Definitely a nice tractor indeed. It really is. Okay, over to the... here, so, Massey Ferguson 390T. 95 horsepower, holds 108 litres of fuel. 24 miles an hour, 45,250 for that, and it is 250 a day. Alrighty, the telehandler, the next thing that I think people are really excited for, like I am. Again, I wasn't expecting this style, this shape, so this one actually generally did take me by surprise. But what a classic. If anyone watches George Saunders, Lord Mac, and Dino, when they went to the JCB, they had one of these on show. I remember seeing it. So it is the JCB 52567. Real nice. It'd be interesting to see how that rear hitch works. I'm kind of hoping Matt has made it so it will hook up to everything and anything trailer-wise. But I have my doubts. With limitations of, well, giants. Yeah, nice interior. The only criticism I would say is the gear stick. I'm pretty sure it would have lettering on top there. I don't know. So I'm guessing it's manual gearbox. I think it could be one of their first telehandlers they did. Panel there for whether it would be overloaded, I'm guessing. Nice clear view though. Handbrake. So we'll lower it down so you guys can hear that. Stock in sort of game hydraulics. Switch off the lights there. Interesting boom setup there. You've got one major cylinder there and the two either side. And you can somewhat see the cylinder to extend the whole boom out right in the center. Actually, no, you can see the whole... Oh, that's cool. You can see all the way down there. Pretty neat. So we'll start it up. Again, I don't know if this is custom sounds or not. Now, you can tell this is an old beast. Very early back in the day. This is its top speed, 12 miles an hour. you're doing any work with this, you're gonna want to keep it close to the yard or trailer it everywhere to the field, because it's a slow one. Put the beacon on, the hazards, switch off the engine. Pretty nice indeed. Switch that off and go to configs, and I don't think it has any. No configs. So, I'll take this back over to the area here so you guys can hear it one more time. Nothing to note, as usual. Steering options, front wheel steer only. And then crab steer. And back to four wheel steer. It's nice to see that put into machinery nowadays, to be quite honest, in the game. I have four wheel steer. Now, does this have the ability to switch between it? Yeah, it could be what that rocker switch is there, maybe. I don't know. No idea. Anyway, awesome. I'll be using that as well. Okay, finally, the thing with an engine. The New Holland TX 34. Actually, before I do that, I forgot. I broke my own rule. And... well, that's not even a rule. Where is it? Telehandlers. Got to go over the price of the JCB here. So the JCB 525-67, 141 horsepower, holds 126 litres of fuel, 12 miles an hour, 180 a day, 64,780 for money. There we go. That's that covered. Now to the New Holland TX 34. Quite a beast. Definitely a big machine. Nicely detailed, as to be expected. I say as per usual, but, well, as to be expected from this pack now. Kind of got it tucked away in the bush a bit. And got to be noted, if we can, no, I probably won't be able to get up here, but as I can do it from out here, the detail on the engine, pretty cool. Like, it looks like you can see each injector there on the top rail. You can. Turbo, obviously the exhaust. Pretty cool. Right, let's jump into it. Pretty basic cab. It's a combine of the era, no doubt. Goldfish bowl, a dome light. You can see your tank there. I'm not going to demonstrate this harvesting or working up or anything like that. One thing that did take me back on this one is there's no, what looks to be no RPM gauge or speedo. I was very surprised to see that. This thing does 14 miles an hour, guys. She's slow. Very slow. So we'll put all the lights on there. The beacons, I like the way the beacons mounted, it's kind of cool. There it is, top speed, 12 miles an hour. Oh, watch out. She's off to the races. Shut it down. I'm sure we'll just throw it over here. And shut it down. And put the hazards on so you can see them. Switch them off. Now, I bypassed the configs because if memory serves, this doesn't have any configs. We'll show that opening up, and I always get it wrong, so I'm actually going to fold the harvester. You can see it's just what appears to be sort of black tarps or boards or whatever being raised and lowered, probably manually. You have to do that. I think the beacon's on them. No, it's not. So there you go. That is the TX34. We'll open it up in the store and I will double check the configs, and if it does have configs and I was wrong, we will go over and do them. Yeah, no configs. So, TX34, 85,640. It is 180 horsepower, actually quite low. Holds 350 litres of fuel. The tank holds 5,700 litres of grain, and it can have the TX34 14-foot header, and it's 700 a day, and can harvest, well, all your basics stuff from it, stock and game. And we'll go and check the header quick, and then we'll look at that. Don't know if it's a reskin by any means. Kind of looks like it could be, actually. Maybe not. Here it is here. 9,570. 4.3 meters. And 40 a day. There you go. And we do have a header trailer as well. Now we are really getting through everything here. Just to cover that very quickly. Why can't I find it? Header trailers. Here it is here. 3.5k. 5 a day. It's a header trailer. Well, what more do we say? Alright, we'll jump out of that. And we'll just quickly go over this stuff. So here's the header. Yeah, it's not. It is definitely a brand new one. And the trailer. All in one piece there. Cool. Pretty nice. What shall we go over now? Converter panel. It's fully reversible. As you guys can see. Again, looks really cool. We're going to motor through this stuff and then I'll just go through it all. Sort of default. Leaf springs by the looks of it for give. That's pretty neat. Amazon Cedar, something that I'm personally probably never going to use, but that's just me. Again, nicely modelled. Some custom tyres there by the looks of it. I swear we used to have something like that in the game, actually. And the Landykid small cultivator. Again, this will look very nice behind some of the older machinery. It really will. Nicely modelled. I love the fact we're seeing some wear on stuff. Where it's all sort of supposed to be shiny there and it's not showroom condition brand new. I'd love for Giants to do that a bit more. And what we shall do is quickly jump into a tractor, because the little thing I thought was cool. Let's just jump into this. See, it's not blocked. And we'll hook up to the plough quick and show that rotating, because something that caught my eye, and heck, it may be in one of the stuff in game already. I'm not sure. No, I'm not sure if this thing's gonna like this or not. Yeah, not especially. If you watch that rear cylinder there, when we turn it, you can see the way it operates the movement. You can actually see it operate. And you can see it also completely flip around. That's interesting. Wait for it, wait for it. Flip! Wonder what's causing that. Oh, that's too funny. I find the littlest bugs, I swear. So that's the pack. We'll go over everything, so we'll just hit up the plough as we've got that. Plough. No, that's too far. Here it is. Converland EG85, 8,450. And is working with for 2 meters, needs 120 horsepower. That's probably debatable right there, and is to cost you 10 a day. We go to cultivators, and that's too far. No, wasn't too far. My bad. Here it is, modern classic, the 2060, nope, 260. The Landykid there, 4,350 a day, 90 horsepower. 2.6 meter working width. Work speed of 9 miles an hour. And finally, the Cedar. Of course, it's going to be right towards the back end. There it is. The Amazon D830 Special. What makes it so special? I have no idea. 9,000, good grief. 6,940. Holds 500 litres of seed. It requires a 78 horsepower tractor, working width of 3 meters, a working speed of 9 miles an hour, and I can't remember what these icons are. I think it may fertilize too. Maybe. And we'll do your typical cereal crop yard. It will cultivate too by the looks of it. I remember direct seed, I believe that one is. Costs you 20 a day. And that is the Modern Classics. Just double checking, yeah, that is. So I hope you guys enjoyed the awesome pieces of machinery, and of course I've messed up my whole lineup here, but it is pretty damn awesome. Again, can't emphasize this enough, this is made by MattXJS. Everyone that's on the channel normally knows MattXJS. He's been around for a long time, and he made this. Giants probably helped him along the way, but this is his work, so this has got nothing to do with Giants per se. And I hope you guys enjoy. A link will be in the description as per usual. It is on PC only for the time being. I don't know if Giants will put it on consoles eventually. Who knows? That's not my place to say. And again, this is my own input. I bought it myself. Giants did not give this to me as a key. So, I hope you guys have enjoyed. If there's any bits I missed, any bits I got wrong, let me know down in the description down below. And I hope you guys have enjoyed. And go get it. Trust me, it's worth it. And it'll help a modder out in our community, MattXJS. And one final thing, FSIs, because they were supposed to have one up at the same time. Nobody knows what's going on with them. Absolutely nobody. So we'll have to wait and see. Hope you guys enjoyed. Catch you guys later. See ya.